and I got some folks in here that's going to tell us about some of the things that are going on and speak about this lost art of
spoken word.
Spoken word.
I love it.
The lost poets.
The lost poets. I love it.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to take a break. We shall return. Get your questions, your calls, your comments together. We shall return right after this. How are you?
I'm good. I'm
Spoken word artist.
Yes.
And you know, I said, well, I better get my A game together and do my homework about, you know, spoken word, because I've seen it on, you know, Def Jam, spoken word, and I'm sure a lot of folks have. But spoken word is something that's really not real popular here in Mississippi. You know, you have a few people that's up on it and what's going on. Do you think it's something that is growing?
I absolutely do. I think it's more popular than we realize. Unfortunately, we've not been given vehicles to express it and for people to become more open and less shy about it. And so it's events like this one that poets will come out of the woodworks and say, hey, did you know I write poetry? Did you know I speak? I ran into a lady yesterday. And we just simply went to the newspaper station to kind of meet and greet, and she was like, yeah, I write poetry. So it's things like that that'll start to make it more popular and people start to feel more comfortable talking about it.
You know, and it's nothing new.
No.
Been around for a minute.
Years. It's ancient. I mean, it is the original form of rap. If you ask most people, that's true. That's where it started from.
Exactly.
I mean, without us, there's no them.
Off the air, we were talking about the lost poets and with that form of communicating. Now, when you do spoken word, is it more about social issues or things that's going on? What do you mostly speak about? Mine
is more inspirational. I like to find the light in any dark situation. So I can take a social situation and make it inspirational. I can talk about love issues or relationship issues and make it inspirational. So kind of embody the truth with something inspiring to make a person want to be better. I mean, I love the love poems. I love the civil rights poems. I love, you know, a lot of poems people do, but I'm just not into the male bashing, and no disrespect to any of those poets, because we're all artists in our own right. We all speak about our experiences. And so I just think my poetry embodies a lot of who I am as a person. So, you know. So
is it like therapeutic?
It is. You know, one of the things I was able to do was sit back one day and just read through my own poems. And I was having a bad day, and my own poems actually started to help me, the words. And so I realized I'm not writing this for anybody else but me. This was something for me to reflect back and be encouraged by the words that were given to me by the grace of God. So
I heard that. 39 minutes after the hour of 12. We're going to open up the phone lines. You all going to stick around for a minute,
We'll be here. Give us a call. We'd love to hear from you.
662-328-1052, 662-328-9227. We're talking about Governor Barber and the pardons and the criticisms. We're talking about First Lady Obama. That's Michelle Obama. And her fitting the stereotype of an angry black woman. You know, that's across the country making headlines today.
Where'd that come from, man?
Man, I don't know, but I'm glad I got some sisters in the studio to try to talk about it.
You got the right ones, too.
I got the, that's what's up. Look, we're got a discussion going on with Michelle Obama. A book has come out of late talking about some of her getting into it with some of President Obama's staff members.
Okay.
And it seems like they're trying to paint her as an angry black woman.
Wow. I love it.
What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts? Do you feel that First Lady Michelle Obama is your typical woman?
No, she's definitely not typical. I think she's a queen. I think she's a trendsetter. I think she embodies a lot that a lot of women aspire to be. As far as being an angry black woman, you catch any one of us on the wrong day, we're going to be angry. Let's be real, especially when it comes to issues of our family and our husbands and those things. But just because she expressed herself and she's outspoken doesn't make her angry.
One of the highest rated TV shows now is this BET show called The Game. You all been watching it? But everybody, you know, I mean, is Tasha Mack the typical is she is the poster child? Yeah, she's the poster child for black women now. I mean, is that how you supposed to get down?
Well,
shoot first and ask questions later.
There's a time and place for everything, and so I think there's a lot of Tasha Mack in a lot of us. We just don't express it, and so I think that's what that character embodies. But by no means is she the benchmark for a lot of African American women. That's not who we are. It's just a fraction of who we can become if you take us there.
Watch out now. Phone lines are open.
Yeah.
Phone lines are open. 328-252, 328-9227. You know, I mean, this is a topic that the whole country is talking about because, you know, this book has come out and saying that, you know, all of President Obama's staff members, they just haven't been able to get along with First Lady Obama.
And you know, the thing that's interesting to me is that it's another person's perspective, and we all have our perspectives. But is it a money ploy by them? I mean, you know, let's be real. We love our First Lady, and the country has come to love her and everything that she stands for. So controversy sells. That's nothing new. You want to sell a magazine, you want to sell a book, you talk about something negative. You talk about real issues and real problems, and nobody want to buy it. So, I mean, I would be careful for anyone that think they want to buy this book and try to fall into that trap of having her redefined. Whoever you saw through your eyes is probably who she is. So I would be careful.
I have never seen in my lifetime thus far anyone in the White House that has been more disrespected as President Obama
Absolutely.
and First Lady Michelle Obama.
Called by their first names.
First name.
Yeah.
And then you even had one congressman who was given a description of Miss Obama's derriere, you know, saying that she had a huge, I mean, that's really something.
Yeah.
You know, so
You say that's insulting?
it's very insulting.
Yeah.
I mean, they wouldn't have done, I don't think
Hillary Clinton.
Hillary Clinton or
Barbara
The
Bush.
Bush.
or Mary Lincoln or, you know, it just wouldn't have happened.
Right.
It just wouldn't have happened.
And then,
so,
you know, when you talk about someone speaking about her being angry and this, that, I'm quite sure Barbara Bush and former First Lady Hillary Clinton, I'm sure they weren't to be played with at any given time, but, you know, there's a thing that they covet their own. They take care of their own, and they protect some of those things. And where with the Obama family, unfortunately, you know, they're being exposed on some minimal things and making it to look big. So we have to be careful about what we entertain.
But let's just take a pause here and put a pin there, because is that through the eyes of society? Because if you all remember during the Super Bowl of last year, it was a Pepsi commercial where, you know, it was this angry black woman. I think she was assaulting folks with Pepsi cans. I mean, they hurried up and pulled it because of the criticisms that they have. But I mean, is that how America views black women? I mean, at one time, black women were considered the nurturers, the teachers. You know, we wanted, even white America wanted a black woman to help raise their child.
Children, absolutely,
You
the
know,
help.
with the help. I mean, has that changed? I mean, is that the view of black women now?
Well, it's just unfortunate because as black women become more predominant in the professional industry, we know that unfortunately black homes are generally ran by African American women as the head of house homes in a lot of cases. You know, so we are taking on more dominated roles, and with those dominated roles comes a dominated personality. And sometimes, you know, when we say what a man says, it seems that we're angry. But if a man says it or a white lady says it, it's just expressing themselves. So I find that very interesting that, you know, society is choosing to use the term angry black woman when we're just being passionate about certain issues and things. So it's very interesting.
Come here from Tulsa.
Yes, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Tulsa, Oklahoma. Spoken word artist on 3. Well, we're going to the phone lines. You didn't struck a nerve with somebody.
I'm excited.
Let's see what's up. Thank you for calling. You're live on the air.
Well, good day, my brother. How are we doing?
We're fine. How are you?
Very good, very good. And greetings to your guest today.
How are you, sir?
Oh, I'm doing just fine. Kabir, please introduce us.
Which way?
Both ways.
Both ways.
We know each other.
Okay. On the phone line, I have Dr. Stan, Granddaddy.
How you doing, Dr.
And in the studio with me, I have, as you would say, a plethora of folks in here. I got the Baileys, I got the Dickersons, and I have a special guest, Miss Kema Davis.
Well, welcome to our city.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
By way of New Orleans and Oklahoma.
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right. Now, since you mentioned spoken word, and you know how I love words, you know my curiosity was piqued, so I had to call in.
Okay.
Okay.
She has a plethora of words, and I also know that she also possesses a cornucopia of ideas that I wish to hear from her.
I love you. I love you. Well, here's the thing about the vernacular I choose to use in my spoken word.
Vernacular.
Simplify it, because one of the things about the art of spoken word is it can become confusing when you use a lot of metaphors and a lot of phrases. People tend to shy away from what they don't understand. So one of the gifts that I'm thankful for is that it's just the word simplified. So everybody at every level can understand it. Those that need dictionaries and all of those things, you know, to understand a simple art form, you know, I don't know if it's effective.
So welcome to our city, and we hope you
Are you going to come out tonight? Are you going to come out to the event tonight? Jazz and spoken word?
What time?
It's going to be at 6 p.m.
Okay, 6 p.m.
At the old 10-cent store, the Rosenswag Art Center.
Ah, yes I did,
I would love to meet you.
I might stop by to say hi and let you know, put a face to a name.
And come drop some of that knowledge on those words. I would love to see you.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness, I can't turn down that invitation.
Okay.
All right.
All right then. Well, you guys have a blessed one, and we'll hopefully see you this evening.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Now look, you know, before we get out of here, I've got to hear
A little something.
just a tad for spoken word. And you know, I'm not.
Hey, see if have you paid for this evening?
Yeah, do you have your ticket?
I do.
Yeah, okay.
I do. It's in my mailbox at City Hall. How about that?
That's a good one.
But look, you know, I know spoken word, and we have a lot of talented people around here as well that is, you know, that are doing it. But break us off a little something.
This one's going to be the challenge. This is where I challenge the industry to use this microphone in front of us for the purpose that it should be used, because it's a weapon. So the challenge.
Okay.
The challenge is to step up to the mic and spit what's right, not what's tight. Stop wasting people's time and absorbing the spotlight with that same old tired reputation, because that mess you spit is lacking any substance or information, and it's passed around like a virus, and you're at the end of the line for that backwards rotation. It continue to consume the airwaves, and you get paid to bring our people phony motivation, bringing no hope or promise to any of our situations, and leaving me feeling like I ate some cheese. Can you say constipation? I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, and it's your own genes you fail to inspire. You're sitting around like a bird on a wire. I can't even look up for something positive because you're waiting to crap on me with that industry-given empire. They all gassed up. They think we like them or what they're saying, but it's really the material stuff the kids admire. So the challenge is to step up and take the mic, use it as a weapon. Give us something that's for our future protection. Make us remember something you said, instead of they always drop lyrics to something equivalent of dead. They need to do what I do, or in fact, it might be better for you to do you, because I spit fire forwards and backwards. My lyrics so hot I burn my own self up. I keep it trill, man. There's no fantasies here. I'm so bad, I'm my own worst nightmare. There's only a few people in this game that can make me jump up and scream their name. In fact, their reflection and mine is one and the same. You see, I could be gutter, but I'm genius. I could be street, but I'm sensible. I like to give them a message that's straight and spiritual, not subliminal. So I want everybody else to step up, and take the challenge.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Oh, look, that's going to do it for us today. But tonight is the jazz and spoken word.
I would love to see everybody
at the Rosenswag Art Center.
6 p.m.
Kicks off at 6.
Yes, they won't be disappointed. It's not just me. We have Jay Thomas, another phenomenal poet. We have some other artists opening up, and I'm going to do my thing.
Will you be repeating the challenge tonight?
I didn't plan to, but if that's what people want, I'm always about giving people what they want. So if that's a request, then we can do that.
Yeah, that's a special request. You need to just drop a little bit of that. Just sprinkle a little bit of that on.
Some of that Cajun seasoning on it.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I have some.